Hello everyone, welcome to senior night. If you don't know who I am, my name's Lindsay Williams. I'm your events coordinator here at Personalized Learning Campus, and I'm going to tell you about all the fun stuff we have planned for you seniors in this end of the year season, and really looking forward to celebrating with you all. Tonight we're going to be talking about graduation. We're going to be talking about some fun senior events, and we're going to be going through all the details for grad night. So if you are not attending grad night, you are welcome to hop off at the end of the video here, as that whole last portion will just be about grad night. But for hopefully we'll have lots of good information for you as well. And then just so you know that the chat is open, so if you have questions, feel free to ask us in the chat. And as we go through the presentation, we'll be answering those in real time. So looking forward to graduation this year. After a couple years of having different graduation experiences, we are looking forward to a much more traditional version this year. So June 3rd, 11 a.m. at Emmanuel Faith Church. We are asking that all of our graduates arrive at 10 a.m. We don't do any kind of rehearsal or anything like that. We try to make it really easy for you, very simple and straightforward. So in order to do that, we need you guys there at 10 a.m. so we can run through the whole thing, make sure you guys know where you're going to be standing and where you're supposed to go. So just make sure that you are on time so that we can run through everything and you won't be lost. We need everyone to fill out this graduation RSVP link. This is going to be telling us if you are walking, what your plans are for graduation. If you haven't already, you may have seen this link already, so you might have filled it out already. But if you haven't, please do that as soon as possible so we know what your plans are. So I'm going to be putting a link to this presentation in the description of the video, so that you can have all this information. And also, if you want to go through and click any links, you're welcome to do that. So once you've RSVP'd for yourself, the good news is that you don't have to RSVP for anyone else. We won't be having tickets or guest limits or anything. This is a large enough venue that we're happy to have you invite whoever you'd like. Always do a YouTube live stream so that if there's anyone from out of state or anyone who can't attend, we'll be sure to post the link to that as it gets a little bit closer. So should be a great event. Really looking forward to celebrating all of you seniors and all of your hard work. If you have not already, we need you to order your cap and gown at sdgrad.com as soon as possible. Hopefully most of you have already done that, but we need you to go on there. You'll click Classical Academy, and then you'll click Grad Products, and you'll find lots of options in there, but the main thing that we need you to get is the basic package, and that includes, it'll say cap, gown, and tassel, but that also includes the Cayman medal as well. And these are, we call them keepers, so they're not rentals. You get to keep your cap and gown, and all of the other things that come with it. And then anything that is extra, so like the gold cords or the NHS cords, things like that, those will be provided by us, and we'll make sure that those are in your package when you pick up your cap and gown. We need you to only be ordering your cap and gown from this website. Everyone needs to be, looking uniform and looking gorgeous. So we need to make sure that we are only ordering from this website. Unfortunately, we can't do Amazon or hand-me-downs or anything like that. As far as cap and gowns, everyone needs to go directly to sdgrad.com and order that, and then we'll have no problems. we have you guys pick up your caps and gowns at the senior barbecue. So that's the week of graduation. And anything else that you order from stgrad.com, including, pens or sweatshirts or anything like that, those are all going to come in your package with your cap and gown that week of graduation. If you have any questions about things that you've ordered on there, you would need to go to them directly. We don't get any of that product here at the school. They're kind of a third party company, so you need to go through them directly if you have any questions about that. But general cap and gown questions, you're welcome to ask me as well. We have some fun senior events coming up for you all. Next week, we're going to be doing a senior sunrise. So we're having seniors show up to here at campus at 6 a.m. Next Thursday, April 28th. And we're going to go up on the roof and watch the sunrise. So bring your lawn chair and a blanket. And we'll have some food for you and just a fun senior only event. So really looking forward to that. We also have our junior senior prom coming up on May 14th. It's going to be at the Lexus Center. It's going to be totally gorgeous. It's going to be a Greek mythology theme, which is going to be so fun. Definitely don't need to dress up on theme. You're welcome to wear your normal prom attire, but all of the ticket sales are going to be online. And make sure you follow that link there if you want to nominate anyone for prom court. And we are allowing outside guests as well. Just going to be a really great event. Looking forward to another event where in the past 2 years we've had to modify it quite a bit, and this year it's going to be relatively normal. So really looking forward to that. And then, of course, the senior barbecue is that last week of school. It's going to be Thursday, June 2nd at 5 p.m. here on campus. You'll pick up your cap and gown and anything else you ordered. And then this is when we kind of settle up with you. If you need to turn in any books, or if you need to, if there's anything that you've rented from us that we need back or anything like that, we do that at this time. So please make sure you show up for that. Even if you don't want to stay the whole time, that's fine. We just need you to check in for sure. But we also have food and let you guys hang out and sign your yearbooks if you want to. It should be really fun. So senior ads, if you did purchase a senior ad for our event book, those are actually due tomorrow. So make sure you send that senior ad to the CAO of event book at classicalacademy.com email. You can send us the finish page, or you can just send us photos and text, and we can put it together for you. But just make sure that you get those in by tomorrow. And if you want to send in any other photos of your student from throughout the year, you're welcome to send those in just as general photos too. Just send them directly to that email address, and we'll make sure that those get into the event book for you. All right. Okay, let's get into grad night details. So if you are not going to grad night, you are welcome to jump off this video now. The rest of the time we're going to be discussing fun grad night stuff. So grad night's going to be Tuesday, May 31st. We are going to be meeting on campus at 7 a.m. We really ask that you be on time. The whole process of getting up to the parks and checking in takes a long time, so we want to maximize your time at the park. So please make sure you're on time, and planning on returning that next morning around 4 a.m. It all depends on how quickly we can get to the buses and everything coming home, so we will be sure to update any parents. We'll have the kids text on our way home to say how close we are and everything, but shooting for around 4 a.m. We would really recommend that students not drive themselves to get dropped off on campus, so that when they get home, they're not driving home after being up all night and might be tired. We'd love it if parents could drop off and pick up, but that's a decision between you and your family. And so then once we all get checked in, then we're gonna hop on the chartered bus and take the bus up to the park. We actually have to have everyone on that bus who is attending. Students are not allowed to drive themselves to Disneyland. That is a Disney rule, that the whole group has to check in at the same time, with the same on the same bus in the same group. And the reason for that is there is a special grad night entrance that is separate from the main entrance, and students have to go through a more heightened security line, and there's just a lot more for check-in for grad night. So once we arrive, we'll be going through that grad night check-in, and just so you know, they are Disney is really good at security, and they are very good at finding things that are not allowed in the parks and not allowed for grad night. So any illicit materials that you're thinking about bringing, just don't, because they will get found, and that there's just no point. Disney is really good at this, and they will definitely find anything that is not supposed to be allowed into the parks. So the one thing they do ask, though, is that if you do have any medication, over the counter or prescription, it needs to be in its original packaging, and it needs to be in a Ziploc bag with your name on it, and you're going to hand those to me right before you go through security. And then at the end of security, after you've gone through, then I will hand it right back to you, and you can have it for the rest of the day. But they just, during check-in, they want to make sure that the chaperone has all of the medication. So one year they also asked for electronics as well. So we're just asking that everyone bring a Ziploc with their name on it, and we can put if they do ask for electronics or any medications that you have, you'll have that ready to go, and then you'll hand that to me, and I'll give it right back to you as soon as we get through the line. Like I said, it's just a really heightened security for grad night, so we just have to try to go with the flow on that one, whatever they want from us. So then once we get through security, I will be giving you your ticket, and this one ticket is going to include your park hopper ticket, and it's going to include your grad night entrance ticket. It is imperative that you do not lose this ticket, because you will be out of luck. You won't be able to go between parks, and you won't be able to get into grad night. So you really, really can't lose this. We highly recommend that you take a picture of it, but even better would be to download the Disneyland app, and you can upload your ticket information to the app, and so that if you do lose it, you have a backup. Once you're in the park, you're welcome to have fun exploring both parks, and we don't require that you stay with a chaperone, but we do ask that you go in groups, that you're not by yourself, and we will be giving you the information for chaperones. If there is an emergency, you will have our contact information on that day, so you can get in touch with us if you need us, but you're welcome to just have fun during the day. If you do need to leave early for any reason, you need to check out with me before you leave, because while you're at the park, we as a school are responsible for you. Even if you are over 18, you still need to check out with me, as we are responsible for you during this trip. And I would like to make sure that your parents are aware of where you are at all times. So we would need to check out with me so that I can check in with your parents, make sure everything is good before you leave. I hope none of you would want to leave early, because I think it's going to be really fun. But if you do have to leave early for any reason, you must check out with me in person. So you can text me and come find me, and we'll meet up, and then I can make sure everything is good with your parents, and then you'll be good to go. Um, then at the end of the evening, both parks close well, the California Adventure closes at 9 p.m. and then they let all of the regular guests leave, and then we get to go in to California Adventure for grad night. So the grad night party is only in California Adventure. It is they have multiple DJs, they have special events, and like most of the rides are open, and it's super fun. So we get that special experience, and then at the end of that, that's all over at 2 a.m. We will meet you guys out in the space between parks, the compass. There's a compass right in the middle of both parks, and we'll meet there at 2 a.m. To head back to the buses. In the past, we've left a little bit earlier to try to beat the crowds, but we find that most students just want to stay till the end. So in years past, they have done the World of Color at the very end of the event, and so most kids want to stay for that. So that's why we've decided to just leave when the event is over at 2 a.m. So then at 2, we'll head towards the buses. It does sometimes take a while because everyone's leaving at the same time. So, we'll just have to see how long it takes to get back to our bus and then take that bus ride home. And like I said, we'll be in contact with our parents, letting them know, how close we are and things like that. This is a frequently asked questions from Disney. This is their form that they sent us. So you're welcome to go through and look at these details on the slideshow if you're interested in any of those. But basically, yes, you can bring a water bottle. So we really recommend bringing a water bottle so that you can stay hydrated. It's going to be a long night. Unfortunately, you can't bring any food in. So if you bring food on the bus, that's fine, but then you'll have to make sure it's all gone by the time you check in when we arrive. This means that you'll be responsible for purchasing your own meals throughout the day, so just be prepared for that. As of right now, Disney is not requiring face coverings or masks of any kind. They do recommend that you wear a mask indoors, but there is no requirements as of right now. Things could change by the time we get there, but that is where it stands right now. Another piece of information from Disney, this is a 3-page document. It's not super long, so everyone is required to read this and be aware of the expectations of students while they're at grad night. So I'll need you to go into this document here and read through that. It basically is telling you what materials and substances are not allowed in grad night, and also what just behaviors will not be tolerated. And this is coming from Disney. This is not coming from us, but your behavior could impact us as a school for sure. We could be banned from going to grad night ever again if any of these are violated, and there's just a lot of reasons why we need you to follow all these rules and expectations. And also, just as as representatives of our school, we have a high standard of behavior, and we expect you guys to be good representations of what Caymans are like. So we expect you to read through these so that you are aware, and just know that any violation of these could result in students having to get picked up by their parents immediately. There's lots of different things that could happen if any of these rules are violated, but just know that we take it really seriously, and we're not gonna mess around with anything like that. if you have any questions about that, definitely reach out to me and let me know. Um, we we don't expect to have any problems. We haven't really had any problems in the past, and we know that most of you guys are just there to have fun. So we are so looking forward to a really great event and a really great season. If you have any questions about anything you've seen on this presentation, please feel free to reach out to me. Um, and we can't wait to celebrate the class of 2022. Thank you so much.